Welcome back to Tutorials with Jesse here at Podomatic, helping you with all podcast related things. If you haven't started your podcast yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's easy, it's free, it's here at Podomatic. So last video, we jumped right into the recording booth and showed you guys how to record on Podomatic. This episode, we're going to show you guys how to publish your first episode. So let's get going. So first, we're going to click on Post New. And on this page, right here, is where we're going to upload the file that we want to use. Now, if you recorded the episode on Podomatic's recorder, that's what we encourage. Perfectly fine to use an outside recorder. Some use GarageBand and so on. What you'll do is find your file that you want to upload here in the media library. So we're going to click this. We're going to choose. So here, before we choose which file we want to upload, the media library's got some important information in it. For example, the file name, the status, how long each file is, the size, and when it was added. The linked status will show you if a recording is just that, linked to a specific episode or not. So, for example, we'll click on one of these, and there you have up top is where the file that you uploaded will be and selected. Next is the episode title. What's important about the episode title is not only the obvious, you want to have a good title for every podcast episode, but it's going to be indexed on Google along with the description. So we're going to focus on the title and description because this is what people use to find you when they are searching your podcast. So for this tutorial, it's me showing you guys how to use a recorder or how to publish an episode. So we'll title it something like How to Record on Podomatic. Is short, sweet, to the point. It's easy to read. It looks good. It's a solid title. For the description, as you can see, you have 4,000 characters to play with. You want the description to include as much information as you can about the episode because, again, people could use that to find you. For this sake, this is a podcast tutorial on how to publish your first episode. So we could say something like this: podcast tutorial on how to use Podomatic to publish your first episode. Example B, C, D, E, and so on. This is going to give you a nice, solid description and give yourself a better chance of being found throughout the internet. When it comes to the podcast art, some podcasters use a new image for each episode. Some reuse their own podcast logo on every episode. For this example, the podcaster's blueprint logo that we've been rocking with is going to be the one we're going to stay with. As you see, we need it to be between 1,400 and 3,000 pixels. And the best image to choose when it comes to a shape, it needs to be a square. So again, just like the media library, you'll be able to select from your computer and upload the image here. When it comes to season number, episode number, and episode type, as we talked about a couple of videos ago about having a seasonal versus episodic show, you're going to categorize the episodes here with either the season or the episode number. Since you're just starting out, I suggest to not complicate things and just number your episodes and worry about the seasons as you book a lot more episodes. But for example, if you were going to do a seasonal show on, say, the U.S. presidents, and the first season was all about George Washington, you would upload season 1, episode 1, and it would be a full episode. It's important to stay consistent because if the next week you forget to put season 1 and all you do is put episode 1, it could jumble the order, making not only you upset, but confusing your audience. When it comes to the episode type, you have either a full, a trailer, or a bonus. Obviously, when it comes to podcast episodes, most people are using full. You can record a trailer. And some people like to sprinkle a bonus episode, usually on a holiday or if it's a special occasion. People will throw that in there. It's up to you. When it comes to the quality level, This is important. Some people are a stickler for format size. Some people are a stickler for file size. When it comes to your free program here at Podomatic, you do have the choice between talk and music. The talk option is a little bit of a lower, smaller file, which is going to use less bandwidth. The music is a little bit of a higher, larger file. However, if you want to keep the audio file the same without any format, you're going to have to upgrade to our Pro account, which will allow you to do so. There's other features that the Pro account provides, and I'll go over that later and in other videos. So we're going to choose Talk next to see more options. For example, tags and filtering. So for example, if we were doing a show about the US president, you would want something that gives like buzzwords or categories or kind of synonyms that come along with the show. So for example, we would do something like POTUS, President, USA, and so forth. So other ways of, basically describing your episode with one word. When it comes to the filtering, like I said in the first video, you want to be honest with your audience. So if you plan the curse, make it explicit. If you want to keep it clean, keep it clean. Notify my followers. So for this is basically asking if every time you publish or upload, do you want to send out a notification to your followers? They also have the option to turn those on or off on their end as well. So boom, we have our episode. We're going to go over here. You have 3 options. You could save it as a draft if you're quite not ready to publish it. You could schedule it to be published at a later time. A lot of people do that if you want to stick to a strict upload schedule. Say every Monday you plan to upload and you have a backlog of episodes. You could schedule it so it will publish on a Monday. Or as you're working on it like we are now, you could just publish immediate. So boom, here is your episode link. As it's publishing, it will give you the live update on when it's live. And here it is, your episode link where you could copy and paste, send it to friends and family, post it on your social media, upload it to your YouTube, and so forth. Going back to those benefits of having a Pro account, you're able to unlock live stats about your podcast that give you weekly updates and performance indicators on how your show is doing. For example, you could be found on Spotify, giving you total plays and different breakdown on key performance indicators. It'll show you all around the world where your listeners are coming from. It'll show you how week by week how you're performing. So downloads versus plays and weekly performance versus the week over performance. And then it'll also break down your episodes, giving you real-time stats, downloads, and so forth. So definitely get with us here at Podomatic.com. Contact me at Jesse@Podomatic or go to care@Podomatic.com if you want to learn more about upgrading your plan, or simply press the upgrade button. We do have a clipping tool here at Podomatic for your repurposing needs, social media clips, shorts, reels, and so forth. You'll be able to generate different styles. I'll go over this in more detail next video. For now, you have your episode link. Your first episode is now published, and you're able to share your podcast with the world. Thank you for hanging out with us as I went over that with you. Make sure to stay tuned as we continue to help you out with all podcast-related things. Next episode, we're going to go over the clipping feature as we continue to grow in this podcast space. Again, I'm Jesse with Podomatic, helping you with all podcast-related things. If you haven't started your podcast yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's easy. It's free. It's here at Podomatic.com.